Hey, E, put the beat on. Hey, Taylor, you like this joint?
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Yeah, you sure you like this joint? You would tell me if you didn't, right?
Oh yeah, of course. No, this don't go hard.
All right, cool. This my man Scotty Pimpin joint.
Oh, okay, all right then.
Matter of fact, I got something for this.
Got something like what?
Welcome to the top shelf, where the flavor so hot, but you will not melt. About to take you on a ride like you never felt. Up and down, real smooth like a carousel. Moving in our own lane, no parallel. Everybody needs sleep, it's good for your health. If you stuck like Chuck, cool I might have to help. Cause we talk sports, life, and everything else.
It's on a podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We thank you as always for tuning in to S.L.E.E.P, the Sports, Life, and Everything Else podcast presented by the Away Team.
Wow.
And coming to you from the top shelf, this is season 4, episode 12.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
My name is Michael Roberts, a.k.a. Mike on the Mic, and I'm joined by my co-host, Taylor Super.
Well, hello there.
Taylor, what's up with you?
Nothing much, man. Same old, same old.
Okay. We've got our producer, the one and only E.
What up, what up?
In the building, on
What's
the boards.
You know how we do?
E, how you feeling?
I'm well. Can't complain. And it's another great episode. 12, man. 12.
Beautiful. So everybody's in good spirits. Everybody's in a good mood. I'm on 10.
Absolutely.
So let's get this going. Let's make this happen. You can follow us on Twitter and IG at Sleep Is For You. That's S.L.E.E.P.I.S, the number 4YOU. Subscribe and listen to new or old episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Iheartradio, Stitcher, Podbean, Tunein Radio, or YouTube. Like episodes, leave comments, show love, show hate. We're here for it all. You can keep up with us through sleepisforyou.com.
Make sure y'all follow, man. Make sure y'all support.
Yes, sir.
Don't be the guy that just look and be like, oh yeah, that's all right. Yo, follow, support.
Yeah.
Tell your friend to tell 2 friends.
Yeah.
We up here, we talking about it all. You know, these guys are amazing. Their content is great. Pay attention, learn, laugh. Let's get it.
Yeah. Y'all quick to follow these girls that you'll never be able to talk to.
Never see them.
Yeah, I mean, you'll never talk to them. We'll engage with you. We'll give you. We'll follow back and all that stuff.
Yeah. Comment on your pictures, all that good stuff.
I don't know all that, but
we've got one top 5 for y'all this week. The question of the week, a thoughtful, common sense-based topic. Have you seen? Have you heard? And of course, the sports talk that keeps y'all coming back. Our showtime is 5:25. So, let's spin. After a hard-fought Game 3, which resulted in a Celtics win, the Warriors bounced back in Game 4 Friday night, 107-97, to even up the series 2-2. Both teams have held firm with not losing back-to-back games. And Stephen Curry led all scorers with 43 to become the most recent player to score over 40 points past the age of 34.
All right,
Steph. He scored 43 with ease, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that hard.
He joins Michael Jordan and LeBron James as the only players in history to do so. Klay Thompson woke up a bit and chipped in 18 points. They got 17 from Andrew Wiggins and 16 off the bench from Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
So, I felt like one thing that was pretty evident in that game is that Golden State had a real sense of urgency. They were getting after it. They were being crisp with their passes. They were being smart with their shot selection. Obviously, the elephant in the room, Draymond Green, once again did not show up. I think he had 2 points in the game.
Yeah, but I think he had 8 rebounds and 9 assists, something like that. I want him to, you don't have to get 15, but you gotta.
He did have 9 rebounds.
Yeah, 9 rebounds and
8 assists.
8 assists. So you got to affect the game. 2, 4, and 2 that's abysmal. And he did get benched for a little bit too, which I thought they should have done that 2 games ago. They had him on the bench and had Biamiji playing a little bit more, and Bielitsa, whatever his name is. So they had, and I think they gave Looney some more minutes too. So they did bench him for a nice little stretch.
He was in foul trouble for a little bit, so
yeah. But I think they kept him on the bench a little bit longer, and he needs to just sit down and watch the game, man. Like, you need to relax, man. You need to go and play basketball. Stop with all the shenanigans and stuff, man. Just play ball.
Yeah.
I mean, stop with the flying elbows and falling on people and putting your feet on people's face and someone else's. Like, just play basketball, man. That's not what he was doing in game. I think that was 3. That wasn't basketball. That was like monkey shit, man. I don't know what he was doing, man. Like, play basketball.
That was WWE stuff.
Yeah, man. Like, knock it off, man. Like, just if you play basketball, you can, you'll play. It'll be a better game for you. But stop with all the, going back and forth with the refs and all that stuff, man. Like, knock it off, man. Please. You're looking like a real weirdo out there.
Yeah, man. On the Boston side, Jason Tatum had 23 points, while Jaylen Brown added 21. Marcus Smart put in 18, and Derek White had 16 off the bench. One of the stories of this game, though, was the shortened rotations by both teams.
Yeah.
Golden State went 9 men deep, and Boston only used 8. And that's no surprise for the playoffs. Rotation is always shortened this time of year, but considering every player from each team who wasn't injured played in Game 3, I thought it was interesting. But, the coaches are still adjusting their games and countering each other's moves. And, that's a beautiful thing.
I mean, what are you saving the players for? This is it. So you got to play 40-some-odd minutes. You might have to play 44. Like, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You know what I mean? So we have to, this is it.
The hot dog is off the mustard.
Yeah, we got to keep, we got 3 more games and that's it. So be prepared to play 42, 43 minutes. I don't care if you got 5 fouls in the third quarter. You're going to be playing. So we don't have a road trip next week. So just got to spill your bucket. You got to. This is what it is. This is what we play for. So
gotta leave it all on the court.
I like when they go down to the 8-man rotation. That's what you want, your best players on the floor. And I salute the coaches for that. That's what you have to do. There's no point going 10-12. You got to go 8. You want your starters out there, and I don't care if they bricking shots. Just you'll make one eventually. Like, I like how Clay is just. He's out there. He's just balling. You know what I mean? Well, not balling, but he's not playing. He's not making too many shots on this past game. But he did late. But just go out there. You'll figure it out. Some of your professionals. Just go out there and get it in. So that's what I like to see.
What I went was the mustard is off the hot dog. But there was something I wanted to say in response to what you said, and
you lost your train of thought.
Just lost my train of thought. Yeah,
don't worry about it, man.
Maybe it'll come back.
But I mean, even though Boston is still a threat, though, man, they can't like I said, last week.
This thing is back and forth.
They're used to going 7 games, so that's kind of like their MO is to go 7 games. So Golden State, but Golden State, they got the experience and everything like that. So we'll see. Golden State's going 7 in the finals before. So
I just think it's going to be whoever wants it the most.
Yeah.
That's what it's all going. That's what it all is going to come down to. Who wants it the most?
Golden State's got to flip flop the situation because the way things are going, if it keeps heading back and forth, they're going to lose in Game 7 to Boston. But that's pretty much what we have for what happened last week. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I need to make a correction to myself from last week's episode because I said that Otto Porter wasn't playing and I didn't think Gary Payton was playing. They both played.
Yeah, they both played. Yeah. They got to play right now. I don't care if you're 75%. You got to play. That's good enough for me. We're only going to need you for about 13, 14 minutes. We're not going to need you for that long. So even if you're like somewhat hurt, we need you to play. We need the body. We need you out there. We need you doing your thing. So no point in saving nobody. You know what I mean? Andre Iguodala can't play no more. That's why he's not playing. He's a bum. He can't play no more. He's trash.
And I'm glad they were able to get back out there. They make positive contributions to the team. They're good, solid players. So they deserve to be on that court right now and not off to the side dealing with injuries.
Yeah, I am still going to if they lose, I will light up Steve Kerr though. That's a fact. Yeah, 'cause his rotation is bothering me. I still don't know why he's not playing a young man, but it is what it is. I mean, it's at 2-2 right now, so the Golden State could I don't say easily, they could win the next 2, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. We'll definitely see. But if you get to a Game 7 next Sunday, anything goes. I don't care where the game is at. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get to our question of the week in place of our normally first top 5. But speaking on the topic of the finals, Our question of the week is, who is the unsung player or players from each team who need to step up for their respective teams to win? So on the Celtics side, I'm going to say this, the combination of Williams and Williams, and that's Robert Williams and Grant Williams.
Yeah.
They need to be engaged on the defensive end and ready on the offensive end. You know, Grant Williams can hit a knockdown jump shot if he needs to. Robert Williams is always ready to grab an offensive rebound or get a putback or, you know, grab an alley-oop. So that's big for both of for the Boston Celtics, that both of those guys need to be on point for these next few games for them to be able to go where they need to go. Because obviously you're going to get what you need to get from Tatum. You're going to get what you need to get from Brown and from Smart. But those two guys, I think, are kind of linchpin guys. And obviously you have Derek White coming off the bench and performing great. But that's what I see from the Celtics side. On the Warriors side, I'm going to go with Looney and Wiggins. Because Looney's doing a lot of dirty work. When he's in the game, he's grabbing a lot of rebounds. He's altering shots defensively. He's getting putbacks. So that's important to have those guys that are contributing that way and playing and filling that role for your team to be able to reach that level of getting that ring. And then with Wiggins has been consistent, as we've seen this whole time, the whole playoffs and, you know, the whole finals up to this point. But he just needs to keep it up. He just needs to stay consistent. I think he may be getting overshined a little bit by Jordan Poole because it just seems like people are talking about Poole a little bit more than Wiggins. But, you know, don't let that get to him. Just stay focused on the task at hand and keeping up what you've been doing and playing at the level that you've been playing at. And if the Warriors can get those two things, then I think that they have a greater shot at coming away with the chip. So, Taylor, what say you? Who's the unsung player or players from each team who needs to step up for their team to win?
I mean, for the Celtics, it's probably going to be old man Al. Old man Al Horford, man. I mean, I know he's 36 right now, you know what I mean? But I think he's still got some left in the tank. And when he's had a big game, he's been like the difference maker. Man.
Like game one?
Yeah, but
when he had 26.
But when he does nothing, then they kind of like they don't win. So they need him to be, he's kind of playing, he's going back and forth between like the center and the power forward, depending on what's going on. But they just need him to hit his open jumpers. Maybe, I mean, he's not really like a defensive guy. Well, he can because depending on who it is, but in this series there's no really like big man that he really have to stop, so he just kind of have to find his way and try to make easy baskets, set the picks, maybe do a pick and roll or something like that with a couple of guys, make the open three, and stay out of foul trouble, stop getting those ticky-tack fouls on the perimeter. So I think it's Al Horford for me. And on the Golden State, it's kind of a slash between like you said, Looney and Bielitsa. Bielitsa can hit threes and stuff like that, but his weakest point is defense. But I watched a couple of the highlights on this past game on Friday. Yep. He was doing a really good job of switching off on Jason Tatum, being an irritant to Jason Tatum. So I kind of respect that for him. Like, even though he's not really a defensive player, and he's an older guy too. I think he's 33 or 34 years old. He was out there trying. You know what I mean, even though he only played like maybe 12 or 13, he didn't play that much. But he has to do. He just had to be a little bit more. Got to be a guy with a big body, almost 6'10". He's got to be able to use his body out there to just disrupt some stuff for Boston. And the same thing with Looney. But Looney, I want him to be more engaged on offense, because he can get that easy dunk in the middle when you penetrate and stuff like that. So and that's kind of where he made his money in the last series. I think he had like a 21 and 16 game or 18. He was balling in one of those games against Dallas. So because they were just leaving him open because they thought they were just all out in the perimeter. And he messed around and got 20 some over 20 points and over 15 rebounds. I forget what game that was. So I would like him to be more engaged on offense. And I'm not talking about shooting jumpers. I'm just talking about getting those easy table scraps up underneath the basket. And everything like
getting
that,
the put basket, the good dives to the rim with open space and finishing.
Get those easy baskets, and they count too and stuff like that. Just because we love the threes and stuff like that, the twos down at the bottom underneath the basket, they count too. So I think Looney can be a little bit more engaged on offense, and BMEG kind of on the defensive side too. It's kind of like a slash with them because they don't play at the same time. So and I think that can help out the rest of the guys on Golden State. So it's kind of technically 3 players, but it's technically one. It's like a slash of the other two. So.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I gave you 4 players, so it's all good.
Yeah. So that like I said, I'm enjoying this, even though there's been a few blowouts. I'm enjoying this series though. Yeah, I like to see a new team from the East try to take down Golden State. So that's what I like to see.
Absolutely. Boston's putting up a good fight.
Yeah, they are. They pretty much let everybody know that they were the best team in the East. Because I never believed in
Miami,
and always thought the Sixers were just suspect. Not because of just once they got James Harden, I started to see how he was playing. I was like, yeah, they have no chance. And Bucks were cool, but once Middleton got hurt, that was it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I kind of thought that Boston was the best team, and they pretty much shown it, but they were the best team in the East. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
Shout out to Boston.
Yeah, they doing their thing. I can't hate on them cats, man. They doing their thing. They play real tough. They the best defensive team in the league.
Beantown.
Yeah, Marcus Smart does a really good job on the defensive end, guarding 1 through 4 sometimes.
Oh, and thank you for mentioning that because I want to salute Marcus Smart for the way that he's playing during this series, the way he's performed during these playoffs. Yeah. And he's showing me things I didn't know he had in his bag, just as far as his composure, being able to get to the basket and finish through contact on layups. And he makes it look easy when he gets to the basket for layups.
He's a tough-minded player. Remember, they tried to replace him. Not replace him, but they brung in people to replace him.
They didn't know if he was that starting guy.
And he's always been there. He's never complained. He's never I want to be traded. He just sat there and waited his position, and look at where he's at right now. He waited out Kyrie Irving, waited out Kemba Walker, a little bit of Isaiah Thomas too, and he's still there. He's putting in the work. Whether he's come off the bench or starting, he's always been there, and he's never complained. I love people that don't complain. They're just happy to be there. And once he got his shot, he's just he's like, yeah, I'm good. And he was always in trade rumors every year. Yeah, every year. So people like Ben Simmons, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah. Like you being in trade rumors, what's that supposed to hurt my feelings? Like that means somebody wants me, or that means I'm good enough to be even somebody wants me on another team. So I salute Marcus Smart.
Are not in trade rumors ever.
Yeah. And Marcus Smart was an offensive player at Oklahoma State. So for him to switch his game up to be a defensive guy, I got to salute him for that, man. So I like how he's playing this whole series. And I don't think he's even 100% healthy. He got hurt in the last series. So like I said, all these guys are going to be playing no matter. I don't care if you're halfway hurt. You're playing. If you can walk to the to the court with the jumper on, with the what's the thing called, the suit or whatever, or the
wait a second.
You talking about your warm up?
The warm up. See, if you can walk out there with the warm up, then you're playing. You're going to get called upon. I don't know when it is, but you're going to get called upon because it's live or die right now. You know what I mean? Blood in, blood out. We got to get this chip, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some teams make it to the finals and they don't make it back again.
Yeah, they don't make it back again for years, man. Exactly. Look at Phoenix, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, Phoenix going to be in there. No, it's not that easy.
Now they talking about getting rid of Ayton.
Exactly.
And, things are going to change with the Suns team. It looks like. So.
Need to get rid of Chris Paul. He's the problem.
Ooh. All right, well that's gonna wrap up the question of the week. So moving out of that, we're gonna get into have you seen, have you heard? So Taylor, what you got for us this week?
All kinds of debauchery. I had a lot of stories, but I had to whittle it down to 3 of them. But I think I got a couple of sports ones. I think I got 2 sports ones and a random one.
And just a heads up to everybody, I think we're going to be having Have You Seen, Have You Heard come to you as a weekly segment. So
I'm always
definitely pay attention to that. Taylor's out here.
I'm always
he's always trolling, paying attention to what's going on, and he wants to bring what he sees to y'all.
Yeah. So we're going to bring up everyone's favorite player, all you bronzesexuals out here. This is for you. LeBron James. Salute to him. He's married to his wife, and I think he must have said something about his wife But then we got a clout chaser alert. Drew Sidora, y'all know who she is?
Yeah, I remember Drew Sidora. She was from the game.
From the game.
She broke up Derwin and Melanie.
Well,
Melanie.
Well, Art Imitates Life.
She's a singer.
Yeah, Art Imitates Life. She's trying to break up the happy home that LeBron had because she's trying to say, oh, yeah, before LeBron got married, I was with him.
Oh, no. What?
Like, why are you clout? Now, I think she said this on one of the Housewives shows, but nobody watches that show anymore.
Oh, man.
So some kind of way it came back up within the past week. But, like, no one cares because, remember, LeBron James got married in 2012, I want to say. So I'm pretty sure his wife, who's not, she's not a dumb girl. She probably said, listen, brother, I love you. I got your kids. Go on out there and do what you got to do. Just don't embarrass me. And he never embarrassed this woman. That's one thing I do respect about LeBron.
Just talking about either last week or a couple weeks ago, LeBron ain't never had no scandals. He never
embarrassed her, never did. Because that's kind of what it is. If you're going to do what you're going to do, just don't embarrass me. Don't be bringing me back no diseases or no babies from nowhere else. It sounds easy, but a lot of people don't do this. A lot of men don't do. They think they just have to be out here. So if he was with her, he gave her, he probably gave it to her on her face, and that was it. You know what I mean? Kept it moving.
I know what it was. She just wanted to be the girl to say, "I banged the billionaire."
So that's fine. I mean, but look where I'm at right now. Look where you at right now. You're struggling on reality TV. With a I don't know who the boy is. I saw a picture of her husband. He looks like a weirdo.
Terrible.
He's a failed athlete. He played at Rutgers, but he didn't even play at Rutgers.
Unfortunately, her music career looks like it's failed.
It's failed. Yeah, I mean the acting. I mean, don't get me wrong. In the early 2000s, she was in White Chicks. She was in a Step Up, one of the movies. So she was like on a come up, but then it just never came up. I guess. I guess when it's up, when it's stuck. I don't know. But it just never popped off for her. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with her, but I don't know why people do this. They like to get back into people's life. Oh yeah, he probably did. He probably did. Wham, bam, slammed and passed you off. You know what I mean? So don't be clout chasing right now. You know what I mean? Don't be being thirsty right now. This man is doing this thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not even caping for LeBron James. I'm just saying I don't like when people do that. Oh yeah, I slept with this person. That was like 18 years ago. We don't care. I'm pretty sure he was out there smashing a whole lot of joints. You know what I mean?
Well, that's very fair on your part, Taylor.
Yes, no,
we all know how you feel about Bron.
It's not even about Bron.
But this is not basketball related.
It's about her. Like that's corny. Like why would you let that out? Like what? Oh, okay, that's cool. On to the next. We don't care.
Yeah.
He blasted on you. That's fine.
All right
then. This one kind of has to do with LeBron, but not really. He executive produced this movie that I talked about last week in the movie called Hustle with Adam Sandler. Have y'all caught
Queen
the movie
Latifah.
yet?
I saw parts of it. I stopped by the barbershop yesterday, shout to Gentlemen's Quarters, and got my little lineup right.
What up, Mark?
Got a couple of inches taken off the wig, and they had that in there, and I just saw it was a whole lot of Philly going on. I recognized 2 Benny Siegel songs I heard. They was in Manny Young. They was all over the place.
Yeah. The movie's in Philly. Yeah. Adam Sandler is a scout for Philadelphia.
He's trying to become an assistant coach.
He wants to be an assistant coach. The owner passes away, and they want him to go back out and find the next big thing. Of course, he finds the next big thing, but the Sixers organization didn't want nothing to do with the next big thing.
The owner's son was not about that life. He's talking about trading in B.
Why does that sound familiar to us? Yeah, I mean, this art imitating life, and then of course he trains him in Philly and everything like that. So you'll get all kinds of cameos in the movie from from Philly artists, and I think
from Sixers.
Siegel was in there. Yeah. Tobias was in it.
Dr. J was in it. Thibault was in it.
Matisse Thybulle was in it. And now we know why Doc Rivers wasn't fired, because you can't fire a coach and he's going to be in a movie. Yeah. So that's why Doc Rivers is still here. So, but what I wanted to get to in the movie is I had the question to myself: is Adam Sandler pandering to black people? Because is
that because of the Queen Latifah thing?
It's not even about that. But in I make 3 of his last 4 movies, he's had this little interracial thing going on. But back in the day, Adam Sandler used to give free smoke to I'll just say the LGB. He remember he would have off color jokes about in his movies. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now that he's kind of getting away from that and stuff like that, he's trying to oh no, but I'm cool with black people. I'm doing an interracial dating and all that stuff, even though he would probably never do that. But I just kind of felt he was pandering to black people in that movie. You know what I mean? He was doing the soul brother handshake with a couple people and everything like that. I just kind of thought he was kind of pandering. You know what I mean? That's just me looking at Adam Sandler. You know what I mean? But
I didn't see the whole thing, so I can't comment.
Yeah,
but I will
watch the whole movie. You know what I mean? I think he's pandering. You know
I will say that in the beginning when I was was outside on the phone. I came back in and they were watching the movie.
Yeah.
And I saw that after paying attention for a little bit that he was together with Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting. And other people in the barbershop were talking about that, wondering if that was a little strange because they thought that their chemistry was not really there.
No, there was no chemistry. I'll give you that. There was no chemistry. It was weird, but he did this a couple movies ago with Jennifer Hudson. So I'm trying to see, like, is Adam Sandler trying to, like, because remember he had a movie called what was it called? Him and Kevin James. It was called Larry and Chuck Get Married or some crap like that.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
All the jokes were. Go back and watch that movie and try to play those jokes right now. Terrible. Giving all dropping all types of F words and all types of stuff. And I'm not talking about the F you know what. I'm talking about F-A, you know. He was saying that a lot. So I'm just thinking he's kind of pandering. Like, no. I'm doing the like, I just think he's pandering. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just me. That's just when I looked at that, I just kind of thought he was pandering a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I could be off. But,
I'll check it out. Cause
watch the whole movie.
A few people have told me that it's really good. My mom actually told me she enjoyed it. So
it was okay. They were.
I'll check it out.
When you watch the movie,
if for nothing else, for the city.
Yeah. It's for, like I said, it's in the city. You'll recognize everything in the town, everything like that. But he was trying to do a knockoff Rocky. That's all it was to me. Okay, that's kind of what I thought it was. But it was okay. I can't say it was bad or good. It was okay. It was like an interesting watch. I didn't really. I'm not gonna say it's trash. I'm not gonna say it's the best movie in the world. It was okay.
Yeah.
But Adam Sandler movie Hustle, it's on Netflix. Check it out if you want to. If not, I don't care. And the last one, Taylor loved the monkey news. I love it. There's a rapper. Have you heard of this rapper by the name of 213 Judd God? Have you heard of this rapper?
No. Can't say that I have.
Can't say that I have.
This is the realest rapper in America. I mean, this man was rapping. He had a song, and the song was called "Make It Home." And in the song, the "Make It Home" is about him sticking up either banks or ATMs and stuff like that out of state, and then making it home back to Houston.
And he was really doing it.
He was really putting in that work. So I got to salute the rapper for really putting in that work, talking in his round. Because that's one thing we used to get mad about when we was young. People was out there,
not living
what they like. Well, he was talking about it and up. You know what I mean? Because he rapped about it, and he went to Memphis, like he said in the rhyme, and they locked him up right outside of Memphis. He did not make it home. And in the comment, that's what somebody said. I guess you didn't make it home. Just that comment. That comment must have got about man. So salute to that rapper. He's probably my new favorite rapper of all time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did you hear the song?
Oh, I heard the song. I listened to it on the way here at my house. I mean, the song is fire.
Oh man,
he was talking. It's only like 2 minutes long. You know, these songs nowadays are not that long. You know what I mean?
Is that a 2022 song?
Yeah, it came out 2 months ago. So he's talking. This is like relevant. And my man said he hit 40 states, so he might catch a Fed charge if they find out he had to do any other that's robberies. But yeah, he was robbing banks, and him and maybe 4 other clowns got arrested and in jail right now.
See, but you know what? That's like them young guys, you know, that I had to stop recording.
Yeah,
because like I swear, on 2 or 3 occasions, they were so hyped after what they had put down. Yeah, it was like, yo, you know what? We should just go hit a lick. Like, what? That's your celebration? I was like, how about you
do after?
Go home and listen to the song and make sure it's, you know, that is ready.
I mean, my man was talking about what cities he was going to. Like he was saying this in the song.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. So I salute the 213 what's the Shad God, whatever his name is. He's the real out here right now. 213 Judd God going from Houston, and he's in jail right now with the steel bracelets on where he should be, because they should be locking up all the savages out here. I can be a fan. I mean, not fan. I can like your music and want you be in jail at the same time. I can do that. It makes sense.
But that means you're not going to get no more music from him.
Hey, man, listen, he better have some stuff in the can and throw it up on that YouTube page. I think they snatched the YouTube page off, because I looked at it on someone else's YouTube page. But yeah, the song was hot. Like if you were on the radio, if you heard it, like, oh, it sounded legit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like some low budget stuff. So at least he was investing his money into his career that he was stealing.
I'm gonna have to check this joint out.
Yeah, 213. Hold on, I put his name up again, man. We go 213 Judd God, man, from Houston.
Jug God.
Yeah, JODE God. You know what I mean? Something like that. Judd God. The song was hot. I ain't gonna hold you. 40 states. He said, hey man, this man's living his life,
and
man.
he really probably blew up after he was on CNN.
Yeah. He blown up now. He probably like a DJ was in Hustle and Flow. He was the hot in the streets in jail.
Probably got all kind of
fans.
followers.
Yeah, people probably getting them all types of mixtapes and stuff and everything, trying to get signed or mix CDs.
That DJ.
Yeah. Terrence Howard's character. Yeah. Remember that everybody was riding his tip, man. Like, yo, man, that's that boy whip that trick, man.
Got a song on the radio.
Check out my tape.
That's that boy that whip skinny. That was the funniest part. That's that boy that whip skinny. That's what that whip that trick's on. Didn't even make no sense. Whip that trick. Yeah, that's him. That's gonna be this guy. Oh, that's the boy 213 guy. He was hitting them licks in the banks. He really did it, man. That you that boy.
Yo, I'm big C Block and this little C Block, man. Check our tape out, man. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
That's definitely what they said to my man at the end of the movie.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Like he's gonna be able to shoot videos in jail. I mean, the way these jails are right now, they can shoot videos and stuff. They get cell phones and all that stuff. They don't care.
All kind of videos coming out. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna be the hottest man in the streets, man. So he might be in my top 5.
All right. Well,
213 Jug. I want you rapping about what you living, sir. I don't want you out pump faking. I want you doing what you doing when you're doing it.
Want that. That's horrible.
I
man.
do. Yeah, and so we can get you up off the streets. Yes, absolutely.
So you can snitch on yourself.
Yeah, you snitch on yourself, get you up off the streets. So the babies that are 8, 9, 10, so they can learn from your. Yeah, that's what I want. Snitch on yourself, please do. He was in detail with them raps.
Right.
40 states. That's what he said. He said Memphis. So, nigga, we gonna be waiting right here for you, nigga. We wait right when you come up here at every bank.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy, man. That's it.
All right. Well, I don't usually do this, but I actually have a couple of one have you seen and one have you heard for y'all. Mm-hmm. So have you seen Game 4? They showed footage of Del Curry in the stands with a new lady,
a snow bunny. Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah. A new lady.
As he should be.
She was supposed to be married to somebody else.
Wait. So, his mom came up at the end of the game, gave him a hug.
Steph Curry's mother.
Yes, Steph Curry's mother, and she was at the game.
She had the box braids
with a new man.
Was he black or was he white?
No, he's white.
Because the white man that she supposedly cheated on
and
with,
the white man that she's dating used to be with the white girl that the husband is dating.
Oh, really?
Yes, they used to be together.
They really messy.
Yeah.
So what the story was she was cheating on Steph with Del Curry with Del Curry's friend that he went to college with in Virginia Tech like years ago. Like they knew. So he was on the guy that she cheated was on the football team. Del Curry was on the basketball team. Mm-hmm. So this is like a family friend, and some kind of way that she was, I guess, sneaking off or something like that. But of course they all try to say, "Oh, Del Curry was cheating too," but. I didn't see the man that she was with though, man. I know it's like
he's a big guy, so I could see he could have played football.
He's
back
a big guy. I think he's like some type of congressman or something like that too. You know what I mean? But I saw her come on the court with the box ring trying to look young. Yeah, she's trying to get her old thing back.
Oh
yeah.
no!
And I don't usually comment. I don't usually comment on domestic situations. That's between you and whoever it is you're dealing with. That's not my business. I don't want you worried about me. I ain't worried about you. But this was just too much to not say something.
But when Steph broke the record early this year, Del Curry didn't come up with not one, not two, but 3 snow bunnies to the game. And you know what I mean? Now I think his mother was there, but they were on different sides of the courts. Okay. So they might be going tit for tat with each other. That might be just what it is. You know what I mean?
Might be going back and forth.
It's messy up in the Curry household. I tell you that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Steph better be pay attention to his girl. She might be taking those from the mama.
And have you heard about this $5.2 million Geico settlement?
Oh yeah, there's somebody caught the STD in the car.
So there's a woman out there
in a rental car.
I don't remember her name. No. She met a guy.
Yeah.
And her and this guy engaged in some consensual acts in the backseat of her car.
Okay.
She has Geico insurance, and in her insurance policy, there's something, I don't know what it is, that covers her if she contracts anything while she's in the car. And this guy did not let her know he had an STD.
Damn.
And she now has HPV. So she contacted Geico. She did the right thing, and she was like, listen, this happened in the car. I have this on my insurance. Can y'all, look out for me? Wow. And they was like, no, and denied her. So she appealed it.
Reappealed it? Okay.
And an arbitrator decided she only went after them for $1 million. The arbitrator decided that she was entitled to 5.2. Geico then appealed that, and a judge agreed with the arbitrator. So they got to come up off that money.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah, you can't put stuff in contract and then that's rare. That rarely happens, and then when it happens, I want that claim. Damn.
So it is a sad story because she ends up with an STD, but I think you can get rid of HPV.
Yeah, HPV is you can take some, I guess, probably some medication or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get rid of that.
It's not the death knell.
So salute to her. It's not HIV.
No.
So
HPV.
salute to her for coming up on millions.
Yeah.
After a failed hookup.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be people going after their insurance companies left and right after this.
I got my back blown out now.
Just to think, and my man would have been like, let's go up to the hotel. She would be out money, but and just with an STD. But they got it on and popping up in the car. And I know how that can be. A lot of things go down up in that car.
It can be a little tight.
Yeah,
but,
foggy windows and all that stuff, man. Yeah, laying the seat back. Yeah. Absolutely.
Make it work, though.
Yeah, you can make it definitely work. Absolutely.
She got some millions. Oh, man.
5.2.
Salute to the cats out there doing it without the tinted windows. Man. you guys are bold.
Listen, the fog takes the place of the tinted windows.
Man,
so.
I've been there before.
They have a company in Norfolk called TNT. I don't know if they still around, but TNT window tinting, and their slogan was "You get no behind clear glass."
Yeah. Ooh. They're wrong about that because I have.
I have too. Not even gonna hold you.
I don't give a damn.
So getting out of have you seen, have you heard, we're going to move into Know Me in 90.
Mm-hmm.
And since last time we asked the questions, well, Taylor asked me the questions. This time I'm going to ask Taylor the questions.
All right.
So I'm just going to give E a couple quick seconds to do what he got to do to get us the timer.
I think we all ready.
And you should hear the timer right about now.
All right, Taylor. What's something you have a lot of?
A lot of?
Yes.
Arrogance, probably. Yeah, probably arrogance. I'm very arrogant.
Not the answer I was looking for, but I'm not surprised either.
And I'm very selfish. Can you be a lot of selfishness? I'm very selfish too.
Sure, we can go with that.
Careless, and I only care about myself. Yes.
Okay, so what do you like to do when you're just chilling?
When I'm just chilling, I watch a lot of like movies, documentaries and stuff like that. Yeah, I like to well, since no one reads books anymore, I like to get a little bit smarter through watching like older movies or documentaries and stuff like that too. Okay. I'm trying to in the middle of watching this documentary right now. I might talk about it next week.
Bet. What's your go-to drink?
My go-to drink is a Minute Maid fruit punch, no sugar.
Okay.
Yeah,
sugar free.
No alcohol, not for Taylor.
Okay. Well, Taylor has had a few luxury cars in his day. So, what's your favorite luxury car brand?
You are snitching.
I'll be waiting for him outside his job, man.
Damn, man. My favorite. I've never had this car, but BMW is probably the favorite. So hopefully I can get that in the next couple of years. Maybe. Okay. We'll see.
I might have asked this before. We're going to ask it again. Do you prefer football or basketball?
Football. Football is always number one for me. I love the NFL.
Okay. Are there any obscure sports you like?
Obscure sports I like. I think I've talked about golf, and probably golf is probably the one I really like. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other sports I watch on the yeah, I don't really watch soccer like that. So probably just golf. Yeah, I like golf.
Is that our time?
That is your time. That was 90 seconds to get to know T.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was this week's edition of Know Me in 90. Hope you enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about Taylor.
Yeah.
A bunch of those questions I did not know the answers to, so I got to know him a little better myself.
Yeah, I'm the most selfish person you're probably ever going to meet, so it's all that arrogance and all that. That's just what it is, man.
Taylor's capping right now. He's not that bad.
Has not changed since I was 7-8 years old.
He's not that bad. All right, so we're going to move into the common sense space. And this week's topic is going to be, what's something you wish you knew when you were younger that you know now? And it's not on some like regret stuff like, oh, if I knew this when I was younger, it would have changed my life and things would have ended up so differently. Like, nah. It's just something that maybe you learned recently or learned in the past couple of years that you feel like might have benefited you in some way if you'd have known it when you were younger. So mine is the importance of saving money and also an actual strategy to do so. When I was growing up, my parents would always encourage me to like save some money. And I would always be like, what for? Like, what am I saving for? I'm not saving for anything specific. And if I needed to save for something specific, I could. Like, I remember when PlayStation maybe 2 came out. I worked that whole summer, saved up to $300 plus more. And that next year, my pop actually let me stay home from school in 9th grade. I stood outside in the cold at Kmart. I was like 7th in line, and I paid for my own PlayStation. That was dope.
That was the black one that stood up, right?
No, that was the black one. Yeah, that was the black one that stood up.
I remember that one, yeah.
Okay.
So I knew what it was like to save money. I just didn't save it like on the regular. But now I understand the importance of that. So I feel like if I would have understood that sooner, regardless of people telling me or not, that might have been helpful.
Hey, gotta save the chicken, man.
Yeah,
Never know when you're gonna need it, man.
Yeah. So Taylor, what you got?
I wish somebody would have told me when I was young that the everyday person the everyday people out here, they're not smart. I wish somebody would have told me that.
The average
everyday person.
Remember I said this some weeks ago.
Are imbeciles, morons. Yeah, like some people just don't know stuff, man. Like
what's a moron, cuz?
Yeah, I think I told this story here before. There was a guy that I used to work with, and he was sick for like maybe like a week and a half. And I was like, yo, bro, like, are you going to, this is of course before Corona and all that stuff, but this was like 10, 12 years ago. I said, bro, when are you going to take something that, like, you're sick, man, your nose is running, you're looking crazy. He said, I took some medication. I said, what you take? I took Halls.
What?
I'm dead ass serious. My man says Halls. Look me and two other guys in the face. This is a grown. This man is older than me because I was in my early 20s, maybe late 20s this time. This guy was in he had to be in his early 40s. He was dead serious, maybe mid 40s.
What?
He said Halls. Me and my coworker, we started laughing like, yo, man, Halls is just for like a sore throat. That's not medication. He looked at us like we was crazy. He's like, dude, you need like some what they call it,
antibiotics,
Benadryl or something. Some Robitussin or something, man.
Some cough medicine.
He looked at us like we was crazy. He was dead serious that he took Halls. He was not joking. I was like, dude, that's not going to cure. Like, you're like really, really sick. That's just for sore throat, so you can like you can move about the day, but you need like medication. God. He was dead serious. You know what I mean? What's that big pill that you take, Mucinex? That's what you need. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even know this. You know what I mean? This was crazy. This is a grown man with children. you know what I mean? That was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
I figured out how stupid people were.
Yeah.
The average, especially, I'm sorry, a lot of us brothers. When living in Savannah, Georgia, she had to be their grandma, and I'm pumping gas, and she got these 3 boys over there, and she goes, do you know how to use this air pump machine? What? You got 3?
Yeah.
They don't know nothing.
What are you teaching? What are you teaching them?
She really said, like, they don't know nothing, baby. Can you come help me?
Sad.
I went over there, but I was at all. But I tell you what I wish. I wish when I was enlisted in the Navy that somebody would have convinced me to invest money versus saving it. Because I saved money, and guess what? I spent it.
Yeah.
As soon, like when something happened, I'd had money saved, but once it's saved, it's gone. Versus like everything you got online now, like where you can take your Cash App and invest in stocks, or stash, or like I wish somebody could have just grabbed me by the shirt collar and be like, dummy, saving. Like, it's nothing wrong with saving money, having something somewhere like a little getaway stash.
Yeah.
But what they don't teach our culture is that you're not going to get you're not going to make anything out of saving. All you're going to do is save it for. To me, saving is just doing something until you can afford it versus investing and making your money make itself. And, I made a lot of money in the military. I got all kinds of little incentives. And it would have been great if that just was going to a stock, something compound versus just saving it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Somebody had an investment idea for me years ago. And they was like, yeah, man, you ever heard of Crocs? I said, no. So you got to invest your money in this. I said, man, I ain't invest my money in no damn Crocs. And well, rocking Crocs all day, every day.
Kids wear Crocs to school every day.
Exactly. They got, what's the name, Crocs? Like baby Crocs. Like this big.
Yeah.
I wish I would have did that. He was dead serious. Like, yo, man, something called Crocs, man. These shoes. They said they're gonna replace sandals or something like that. And I said, man, are you out of your damn mind? I took that $1,500 and I probably blew it on some strippers or something like that. Something stupid. Probably drugs too. Just awful.
Oh no.
And Crocs are popping.
Yeah, Crocs are still popping. I thought they was gonna like disappear, but they are still in these streets. People rocking them to freaking dinner alleys and stuff like that. It's sad.
The DOC invests in Crocs, so that should tell you something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember another somebody I was talking to. This was years ago. I had told them that something was wrong with their car. Like, this is just me just knowing stuff, just knowing what's going on. Yeah. And I think their car something was wrong with the gas tank. And they had no idea that you could look in the gas tank and see what type of gas they was putting. I think they had a car where they supposed to be putting premium gas in, and they were putting in regular, and that's why their car was always busting out with, cutting out the brown smoke and all that, and always stuttering and stuff like that. He had no idea. He had like a really good car. I think it was like an Infiniti or something like that. It needed 90 high test gas, and I told him, I said, it's on the inside of the gas can. He said, which means on the gas, it tells you exactly what type of gas it takes on the car. Mind you, I didn't know what this man's car. I didn't know nothing. I opened it up and said, there it is right there. He said, oh damn, I never even knew that this man was double my age. There's a lot of people that just don't know.
Sometimes it just goes that way.
Like simple, like just the simplest stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to claim that I'm the smartest person in the world, but there's like a lot of stuff that people just don't know. And when I was a kid, I thought it was gonna be the other way around. But the 80% is the deaf, dumb, and the blind. They don't know nothing. They don't want to know nothing. They just
happy
they want their mind, the clouds and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I got my third eye open, because I be seeing these people coming. I don't want them nowhere around me. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, how don't you know what's going on, man? It's crazy, man. Yeah. So that's kind of what I wish I would have known when I was younger, that people aren't as smart as, well, just people. The general population of people are very They don't know stuff, and they don't even. And it's not that they don't even want to know stuff. They don't even, like, you can tell them the truth, and they don't want to believe it.
Yeah.
Like, no, that ain't true.
No, that's not it.
You know
that's not what's going on.
I mean, but if someone else come along, particularly a white face, they'll believe it. You know what I mean? So I've talked about that before too.
You have talked about that.
Yeah. That still baffles. That still baffles me as a black man. You can tell somebody something, and you be telling another black person something, and then they won't believe it. But then a white person tell them they'll take it. They'll take it home.
Take it to the bank.
Like you ain't nothing. Yeah. So, but that's the only thing. When I was young, I wish I'd have known that when I was as I got older. Okay. I know it now though.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be the Common Sense Space for this week. And as we move out of that, we're going to get into our one edition of Top 5. And this week we're going to be listing the top 5 songs from the first 6 months of this year.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of things going on social media a couple weeks ago, because B. Dot of what's that, Rap Radar that he's on?
Rap Radar podcast. I think he's still on Complex, doing whatever he does over there, I guess. Yeah.
He put out a top 10 artists of the first 6 months of this year. And people were upset because certain people wasn't on the list, or certain people was higher than other people thought they should be. So we're going to do our top 5 songs from the first 6 months of this year.
Yeah.
All right. So at number 5 on my list, I'm going to take it to a guy that I feel like we haven't really heard from in a while. He kind of disappeared off the scene. You got an idea of why last year, because he was doing a little bit of acting, but it's going to be Joey Badass.
Yeah.
And the song is called Head High.
Okay.
It's a single, so it's not on an album, so you got to look him up to find it. But it's just a little, smooth joint. I like the way he's doing his thing on it. He has a little story on the second verse where he talks about this guy that he met down in Miami. He had to go meet him because he was on house arrest, and I'm saying they was talking some business, and the bull was solid. So yeah, that's my number 5, John. I bang with the Joey Badass.
Okay.
So number 4, I'm gonna take it to another guy that I haven't really heard from in a while, and actually this is his sophomore album that he put out this year. His first album came out, I think, in 2019, but it's Corday.
Yeah.
Featuring Gunna.
Yeah. And
the song is called Today.
I heard it. I know what you're talking about.
The album is From a Bird's Eye View. And I feel like the vibe on that joint, I can see that as a joint I would listen to in the morning to kind of wake me up and get me ready for my day. It's kind of like an up tempo beat, and that joint is hard.
Corday can spit. He got a song with Q-Tip that I like too. I think he's still dating Osaka, Naomi
Osaka.
Yeah. He can spit though. He's one of the young people that can actually spit bars.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Corday does his thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so number 3 on my list, I'm gonna take it to good music, and it's gonna be Pusha T featuring Kanye West, "Dreaming of the Past."
Yeah,
off "It's Almost Dry."
Mm-hmm.
And that joint, when that song is a vibe. I think it's more so the production than anything else on that I bang with. But at this point in time, Pusha T and Kanye have been working together so long. I feel like he knows how to flow on the Kanye beats that he picks. So he knows how to, kind of do the right things to make it come across the right way. But that joint is a vibe. I like that a lot. All right, so I'm gonna go to number 2, and this is a guy that I actually just kind of got onto recently. Right now I'm using Apple Music or iTunes Music for my streaming services. Yeah. Although I'm not committed to anybody long term, so forget all that. But they have a feature on their app that I really like, which is like a radio thing where they take the songs that you listen to and they give you other songs that sound similar to them, almost like what Pandora used to do.
Okay.
So it exposed you to new stuff that you wouldn't ordinarily listen to. But stuff that sounds like things that you would. So at number 2, I have a song by Denzel Curry, and it's called "Walking," and it's off "Melt My Eyes, See Your Future."
Denzel Curry been doing this thing for a while, man.
And that joint is hard. That the beat starts off at a certain tempo, and then like partway through it slows down, and he really starts spitting. So yeah, check that joint out if you haven't heard that Denzel Curry joint, "Walking." And that's going to bring me to number 1 on my list. And it's not too much I can say about this song. You just got to listen to it if you haven't heard it, but most people have. It's the top song played of the songs for him on Apple, and it's called Johnny P's Caddy, Benny the Butcher featuring J. Cole.
Yeah.
Off Tana Talk 4.
Yeah.
And those are 2 spitters right there. You know what I'm saying? Benny does his thing when it comes to the bars, and obviously Cole's been doing his thing for years when it comes to the bars, so they do their thing on that, and they rip it. And there was a little bit of controversy when that song, I think it was around the time it first came out, because J. Cole has a line where he's saying something about rap and gun bars and
the
people
drugs
like,
in the gun bar that you were not relying or something like
exactly.
that.
Something like along those lines. And people were saying, is he like sneak dissing or like saying something about Benny the Butcher? Like, relax, man. Cole just spitting. So let him do his thing, let Benny do his thing, and that's going to do it for my list.
Yeah, Benny heard it, and he said, I got to get J. Cole on this. Like, for him to have that ear for music, say, I want to get him on the track. I mean, I think they said they met in passing before, but he said, I want to get him on this track. So for him to make that song, and they say as soon as he sent it to him, I think they said the next day sent it back. So we got ourselves a joint right here. So, yeah, that's a joint right there. I do like that song.
Yes, sir. All right, so Taylor, what you got for your top 5 songs of 2022 so far?
Top 5 songs right now. So there's a song. See, a lot of my songs got curse words in them, but so I'll clean it up for you. Gunna and Drake got a song. It's called P Power.
I peeped that.
Yeah, not Pushing P. Pushing P song is cool,
Pushin'
but this
P
is
right. But this
P
is
Power,
something different.
and they're talking about the region of the female when I talk about the P. But I like that song. That song is hard. You know what I mean? So P Power. That's a dope song. I can listen to that back and forth, and that money is power. That they got power. Like I just like that song, man. That's a dope track to me, man. Yeah, that's one of them joints you can hear in the club or something like that, and you might and the ladies they'll like that. The women don't care. They just want a nice beat. They don't care what they saying.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's been that way for a long time.
Yeah. Number 4 is Future off the what's his album called? Something about
I Never Liked You.
I Never Liked You. Something about the something. But he got another song on there. It's called I'm That Ninja. I'll just say that song is hard. And the last verse, I got to clean this up because he was talking reckless. He said I'm gonna put the PG version. He was going to do something to a woman so hard he was going to make her. I'll just say urinate on herself. I said, okay, Future, you on that BS, but the song is hard though, man.
Future been on that booty.
Yeah, he's talking crazy on that joint. Like I like songs when people just be talking reckless. I mean, it's your track. You can do whatever you want to on it. If you want to talk just some more diabolical stuff, you want to snitch on yourself about robbing banks and ATM, then go for it. You know what I mean? don't cry when police run down on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that joint is called "I Never Liked You."
Yeah, I Never Liked You. Yeah, but the CD has actually got some joints on there that I actually like. But I'm That Ninja is that's my joint. You know what I mean? So Future,
okay.
I'm That Ninja is number 4. Number 3, I'll go to Contingency from Currency, but I like the Signature Moves joint. I like that song, man. That
joint about continuance.
Continuance. What did I say? Contingency?
Yeah.
Continuance. Whatever. See, I'm not that smart either. Currency Signature Moves. I like that song. It's basically just spits. It's basically like a long run on sentence, but he just spits. And I love the bar when he says, "Jimmy Jump, Frank White, Jimmy Jump outside." And I love that when he talks about King of New York. You know what I mean? So,
he does that on a couple songs.
That's a hard song. Yeah, I mean, and the beat was hard. I came in slow and it started to speed up. Yeah, that's a dope song. So Currency Signature Moves. I can bang that all crazy any day, all day. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2. This is kind of an upset. Cool G Rap got a song called Diesel. I just show how old I was, but Cool G Rap just got a song. I think Alchemist producer. It's called Diesel, and the beat is just fire, man. The sample is dope, man. You know, Alchemist with the samples, but it's a good song, man. I like Cool G Rap. That's my guy from way back in the day. Him and DJ Polo. So I mean, so Cool G Rap out of Queens. Song is called Diesel. Still doing it. And this man has been rapping for close to 4 decades right now. You know what I mean? But it's a single. Cool G Rap is called Diesel. Joint is fire, man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And number 1 is I think this came out in mid-March or something like that. This CD, bunch of samples and stuff like that. But this sample was just beautiful. Jay Worthy, Larry June, When She's Not Around.
Ooh, talking about 2 peas in a pod.
Yo, I love that song, man.
It's a couple
and
joints on
all I
there.
can do is wonder. I love that song, man. Larry June, Jay Worthy. That song is. I can listen to that at least every day before I go to work or when I'm up in the morning. When she's not around, just that hook. Like I just love that hook, man. Yeah. So that's one of my that's my favorite joint of this year, and that project is dope. They got a song with CeeLo, is dope. They got a song with Rock Marciano.
Yeah, they got a joint on there called Maybe the Next Time. Yeah, that's the joint with Rock Marciano. Yeah. That joint is hard.
And I think they got a joint with Jim Jones is hard too. Yeah, like the whole that whole project is dope. You know what I mean?
2 peas in a pod.
They got a song Hotel Bel Air that's hot, but this is my favorite joint of this whole year, man. I mean, so when she's not around, man. I like anytime I just say when she's not, I have to sing it. When she's not around. Love that song, man. Beautiful song, man. Yeah. So Larry June, Jay Worthy and Larry June off the 2 Peas in the Pod album. When she's not around, that's my number 1 joint. I don't think there's anything else close to that, man. That was. I started my list off with that was going to be number 1. So,
I got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Worked your way down.
Yeah,
that's a good
up,
joint.
or down, or whatever it is. I don't know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, E, do you have anything you want to throw in for top songs this year? Okay, nah.
I like the Benny the Butcher and Stove Guy Cook song back 2 times. That song is hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like my joint off Continuous is the Final Board.
That's
the joint that
that's the last song?
Nah, it's not the last song, but it sounds like
the next to the last song.
It sounds like you playing Sonic and you at the final stage where you fighting Robotnik. Like it sounds like a video game song in the background, and then like partway through it switches up and he starts talking about.
Final Board is the 2 beats, right? When it starts off with the real heavy, and then the last one. Yeah. I did like that song. Yeah.
Yeah, that joint is hard.
That first beat sounded like something he was trying to give the West Side Gun. Anytime I listen to Alchemist beats, I always feel like, who did he make that for? But I like that Final Board song. That's hard because he went off on the second beat.
Exactly.
Was rapping slow on the first part, but then on the second half, he got it in.
And he threw in a couple King of New York references in that part too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Taylor did like the Lobby Boys anthem though. I did like that song.
Now you was hating on
I was hating on
Mano.
I was hating on Mano, but I liked the song because they used the Jay-Z sample. What sample did they use? But they was it not Streets is Watching, but they used the sample from Jay-Z and it was hard. Actually, Jim Jones did that sample years ago. Cough Up a Lump Where I'm From, Marcy Son. Yeah, that song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they used that sample on the Lobby Boys anthem, and Where I'm From. Yeah, they used that sample, and this song is hard, man. It's a hard song, and I like that song. You know what I mean? But Mano kind of he bothers me. But on this song, he was fine.
Oh,
he
wait,
was cool.
you mentioned Stove God Cooks, right?
Yeah, Stove God Cooks. Yeah.
He got a joint with Young Roddy.
Yeah,
off
like a single, right?
It's off of Roddy's most recent joint. Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Never Question God.
Oh,
Got
okay.
a joint with Stove God Cooks called Trap Gods.
Okay.
It is a single. That joint is hard.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah. Like a lot of these songs I'll listen to. I just listen to them by themselves, or I try to put it into a playlist or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. These, you know, I can pick out singles that I like. That's like the easy part for me. I don't have to listen to like the whole album. I can listen to a whole album and then go back. All right, I like number 3, number 7, and number 12.
Yeah.
Everything else I'm kind of like, and there's every so often I like a whole album, the whole body of work. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but those are some of the singles I was messing with.
All right, bet. Well, that's going to do it for Top 5, and we're going to finish up this week's episode with the Season 4, Episode 12 edition of T's Thoughts. So, Taylor, what you got on your mind?
Violence is what I got on the mind. Ooh. I don't know why people are so violent nowadays, man. I'm just seeing just a lot of, and it's not just Philly. I saw a shooting up in the Bronx. I think I saw that this morning. I think it's a rapper from L.A. They beat him half to death and then shot him. I said, "What is?" I mean, people are off their rockers nowadays. You know what I mean? And somebody else got shot down in Atlanta. I mean, all this stuff is being caught on tape, and it's like we're like getting used to like this stuff. Like this is
being normalized.
It's being normalized, and they're just showing it, whether it be on the internet or even on the news. Like people are out here laying down, unfortunately, man. So. I mean, I know the summer is here, and people always say, "Oh yeah, slow down." But I'm for that. I don't think it's gonna slow down. These people are out here just putting in work, man, and it's crazy, man. I mean, so you got to be careful where your surroundings at. Always look around where you at, man, because you might catch a innocent slug. You know what I mean? Like them people down in on South Street. That was not that wasn't a mass shooting. That was testing out their guns.
You know what?
That wasn't
I hate when they do that.
That wasn't a mass shooting, and both guys are licensed to carry, so it can't be. That was not a mass shooting.
That was not testing out guns. I've read the story about what happened. Well, I didn't read the story, but I saw video footage from like a surveillance camera. Yeah. The 2 bulls walked up on the 1 bull and had some issues with him and was trying to handle the situation. Yeah. And the 1 bull fought back and pulled out
the ratchet
and clapped one.
Yeah.
And then the other one clapped back at him. Then somebody else came out that was with him that I guess like stepped off or whatever. He had the ratchet. Yeah. So he shot too. Yeah. He ended up getting arrested. And the other bull that tried to rob him got arrested. Yeah. And then the 1 bull that tried to rob him, he got laid down. So he's not here no more.
Yeah. That's testing guns out, because no one shoots one time. You gotta let the whole clip go. That's just all it was. So when everybody was running and stuff like that, that's not a mash. That's just some fools out there acting crazy, and that's what happened.
Here's the superior part that makes them extra stupid. They're all in boxing clubs. They were all boxers.
Yeah.
They were all boxers, all y'all know how to fight.
Yeah, so you could have handled it with the hands, man.
Y'all
ain't nobody had to die.
Y'all clowns. That's what we got out here, clowns. Because you know what? They've normalized killing. See, people don't realize that some of these kids actually think this is fun.
Yeah.
What they're crazy. No, they think this is an actual game.
Yeah.
Some of them want to wet or whatever. I forget what they say. What they call it, like I caught one today or whatever. Yeah, like they're actually in competition with each other to see who can get the most bodies without getting caught.
Mm-hmm. It's not just the men. I was where was I yesterday? I was at a drugstore, and there's a girl on the phone literally talking about killing somebody. I said, y'all just normalize. He's something this don't happen. I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna kill her. She's on the phone talking loud on the what's the thing on the ear, the ear pod.
AirPods, yeah.
So I said, so why are y'all just so close to just going to death? Like, and people, and I remember I talked about taking L's a couple years ago. No one takes L's no more. Everyone wants to go to the final destination.
But you know what?
This is crazy.
But here's the thing, T. why everybody trying to catch bodies and do this and do that? the wealth gap is just being stretched further and further apart, and soon, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna be on the other side of that gate.
Yeah.
And you know what, that other side, the same chaos y'all gonna try that y'all creating for yourselves, they're gonna move you somewhere else. Because believe me, them white folks taking Philadelphia back.
Yeah, they are.
They're taking it back.
They taking everything back.
They letting y'all, the powers, the people with the real money, the corporations and the developers, they letting it ride, bro. That's why they ain't hired no cops. Come on, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I just call it the way I see it. They letting all this ride, because I've been to other cities, major cities, where it's not this bad. It's getting bad, but it's not this bad.
Oh, it's bad up in the Bronx. The Bronx is that first video I talked about. That's number. Google that. That was diabolical. I mean, it was so bad that the people that were in the behind the counter, they just said, "Man, we can't even help you." They just ran and just left him. You beat stomped out, and after he got stomped out, you think, all right, that's it. My man had to burn it and finished him off like this was a movie or something like that. In a pharmacy, I was like, yo, this is crazy. So the Bronx is a war zone. Of course, Chicago, like there's different places in the area. I mean, in the U.S.
country,
that are just war zone. People are laying down. It's crazy.
But here's the thing: they letting it ride, and guess what? When they ready to take it back, the people because we ain't, most of them people, nobody got no money. They crying about the $5 that you got to put in your tank right now. But yet these ignorant Negroes still speeding through Philadelphia streets doing 90. But got a nerve to come on TV talking about, man, gas $6, but y'all still doing 90 miles per hour. But that's a whole nother story.
I'm sorry. Speaking of gas prices, I just gotta say this real quick. I was at the gas station the other day buying some things, and there was a young lady that came in and she was in front of me, and she requested to put $6 on pump number 2. And I said, "Oh my goodness!" I salute that young lady for having the heart to go in the gas station.
But 1 gallon of gas,
put $6 in your tank.
You're not even gonna get down the damn the driveway thing. What's that thing called? The slump.
I hope the gas light wasn't on.
I'm warning you though, they're separating the wealth gap. I'm telling you, people don't see it. And they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, y'all don't even see what's going on.
Well, they would like to get rid of the middle class, so they just want it rich and then poor. That's it. That would be better
that's
off
exactly
for them.
what they're trying to do. Because notice like out here, people they work. It's a nuisance, but it's not like in the city.
Yeah.
Like people scrambling, people stealing, they walking in stores and just putting stuff in the bag and walking out and daring you to say something to them. Like it's getting that kind of bad.
No.
And man, I'm telling you, just whatever happened, make sure you got your business in order, because when it go down, you better have a contingency plan.
I don't know, man. Right. I like I said, I watch a lot of videos, and I'm just seeing a lot of people they're just going right to death. Like they're not thinking about the middle. They're just going right from, okay, this person did me wrong, I have to lay this person down. Like that's a crazy way of thinking, man. And like I said, it's not just men. It's a lot of these women too. It's crazy. Like no one can have a conversation. It's just got to be, I got to end you. That's crazy.
And you know what else is sad too, T? And they got a lot of these jail videos, cell videos. With these ignorant Negroes in prison acting like it's cool, having little sweet man parties and it's crazy. Like prison's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to make you think about it. Now you ain't supposed to be in there, doing Soul Train line. But you know what?
Prison in America is sweet. Now go over to these places overseas. That's real prison right there.
Go to prison in Korea.
Yeah, Korea. What's the other one? Is it North Korea or South Korea?
It's North Korea.
Lord have mercy.
North Korea. It's manual labor.
Remember that story where that white boy, he went to the hotel. He pulled up like a flag or something like that. They gave him like 17. It was trespassing. He pulled up a flag and they gave him like a trespass. They gave him 17 years. Now the American got involved to get him back to America. It took him a year. By the time they picked him up and brought him back to America, he died because they worked that white boy so bad. His body was in shambles. By the time they landed in Ohio, he died. They worked him for a year. I don't know what that, and they had every right to do that because he came over there and did American stuff over there. You can't do what you do over there here.
You damn sure
you can't touch our flag. And he was crying, and them Korean people, they had the stone for. They didn't care about him crying. They let him plead his case. So he stood up. He pleaded. It's online. It's like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It's actually kind of funny because he thought it was a joke, and they went over there. He desecrated the flag, and they put him in jail for like less than a year. They got him back over, and his body was so destroyed and beat down. He died. So I'm just saying, like, y'all thinking jail is sweet, and I mean over there. No, y'all. So y'all going to, that's fine. You want to go to jail, that's fine. I mean, jail's a booming business right there. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the thinking is of going from the extreme of death to to living. Like, no one can make me that mad. Do I want to put them in the ground, man? So
I'll defend myself.
There's nothing I can say to be like, because y'all, this is just what it is right now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm observing it, and this is crazy.
Yeah.
It's borderline insanity, but I guess it is what it is right now. I ain't gonna be the one to be telling you don't do it. Y'all have already signed it, so I guess it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So that's unbelievable.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. Season 4, episode 12. We appreciate everybody for listening and checking in with us. What we got going on, what we got to come up here and yak about. Follow us on Twitter and IG at Sleep Is For You. That's S.L.E.E.P.I.S, the number 4YOU. Look out for new episodes or old episodes and get caught up on Apple Podcasts, Iheartradio, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, Tunein Radio, or YouTube. Check out sleepisforyou.com if you haven't. And we'll be back with y'all next week, man. Be safe out here. Keep your head on the swivel. Watch out for the foolishness. And anything else y'all got to say?
Be safe.
Salute to my Phillies, man. They won 10 straight, even though they got that work today, man. I mean, but at least you got back to 500. So maybe when the playoffs end, maybe I'll speak about the Phillies. But if they start losing, you'll hear me be quiet like I was when they was trash. When you're trash, I don't talk about you.
All right.
I don't give you no shine.
All right. Well, y'all have a good week. Stay safe. Enjoy that game tomorrow night. This will probably be out a little bit before that starts, but yeah, water.
Yeah. We back. Yeah.
The GP will see you now.
Look, free to return to that emo rap. Ain't no kilo stash. Augusta's son had to reload that. Daddy gone, but his legacy strong. How do you figure? I too thought I'd be dead, all things considered, but I'm living, thriving and growing, fighting opponents that I'm with it. Striving to know who died for the lowest, don't you get it? The industry hopers try to control us, I ain't with it. I got me a goal that's highly explosive with my wife and my baby. What I'm writing is weighty. Call me S.O. or Bevanburg, they knighting me lately. Stand where the light is, feeling like it, delighted, and maybe I'm getting grown. Nothing wrong with Bible and Baileys. I open up the text, got my mind closer off the edge. Got the architect, I ain't gotta go to your connect. I gotta go direct, him and I through the sun up.